Hello, I'm Chrissy Seaton. How many groups do you belong to? How many Noahide groups do you subscribe to? I understand that when you're leaving other religions, there is that urgency to find out as much information as possible about the ways and life of being a B'nai Noach. So today I want to talk about how to discern whether the group that you belong to or the groups that you subscribe to are actually fulfilling your needs. So I'm going to pass on a couple of tips for you to think about. Some of us belong to a few groups or might only belong to one group, etc. But I found that you need to have a criteria that helps you to decide whether that group is actually nourishing and nurturing your learning needs. Often groups can become actually toxic, and it's like a cacophony, a turbulence of ideas and opinions, and sometimes they are just opinions. So the first criteria that I would say is, what is the foundation or the basis of that group that you are subscribing to? Is it the moderators or the actual teachers? What are their qualifications? What's their background? Is it that group going to suit your needs? And also the source of the teachings. You need to know from what pathway they're coming from and imparting their teachings, in what flavour, so to speak, is that going to be. So there are things you need to be mindful about. Then, of course, there is that stage where you may sit back and think, oh, I'm not sure about this group. Now that you need to follow that up and think very clearly, has the group a degree of toxicity? Are there arguments that are not resolved? Are there teachings that aren't resting well with you, that are causing you confusion? So you need to go over those things in your mind, and I guess there comes a stage when you may want to leave that group. You can also be in too many groups where you have too many different teachers, too many different opinions, and all that's going to do is add to your confusion, and it's upsetting. So my advice is that you first of all make sure what the foundation of that group is and take it from there. Tread cautiously. And if you get bad feelings about that group, then just push the button and exit the group. That's the easiest thing to do. Don't stay in a toxic or a conflicting environment that's not giving you the fulfillment that you actually require. So there is plenty of groups out there, and certainly most of them are extremely good, but proceed with caution. Me personally, I always follow the teaching of Chabad rabbis. I have a reference text which you have heard me speak of before. It's called the Divine Code. Now, I can't remember everything that's in that book. I have to refer back to it to think, oh, am I confused about this? Let me go and read that again. So I have a reference text, and then I have access to very learned rabbis through a WhatsApp group and a Facebook group, and I get regular updates from them. I trust the teachings of the Chabad rabbis, and I don't deviate from that. I'm happy in that pathway, and I will continue to stay in that pathway. It's right for me. It may not be right for others, but to me, that is what I base my authoritative teachings and learnings upon. So I hope this has been helpful. Bear in mind that if you're comfortable in the group you're in, that's fine. But the first warning sign, step back and think about it, because it can actually be destructive. And you come away, you feel abandoned. It's not fulfilling your needs. Please take care. It's been great speaking with you. Remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, ask questions, and bye for now, and God bless.